Stu, it's time for you and I to do an intervention with Pat because we have a friend who is addicted to speed.
Yeah.
And not the kind of speed, like
not
ADD speed, but like he's seriously addicted to speed, but strangely only in 30-mile-an-hour zones. His speed is like 7 miles higher than the speed limit.
Literally. Well, not literally, figuratively, because yesterday it was 41. So
in a 30.
In
my
That's a
neighborhood.
crap ticket. That's a crap ticket.
That's
It
a
is
bull
not a crap ticket.
It
It
is.
is
That's
totally.
bull
How
crap.
can you you don't believe that? You know what?
I do believe that.
No,
I
you
do
don't.
believe that.
No,
I've
you
always had the rule of thumb. Here's the crap ticket. If I'm going 30, if it's 30 and I'm going 34, come on, man. Come on.
4 miles an hour is
35, I think, is
I don't think they even pull you over for 4 miles.
35 is the breaking point. 36, I consider really speeding.
Someone tweeted me the rule that a lot of people believe. What is it? It's
5 miles over, right?
No, it's
No?
if it's 9, you're fine. 10, you're mine.
Yeah.
That's the
9 miles an hour over?
9, you're
Not
fine.
in a
10, you're mine.
9 in a 55.
You know,
Not in a 25 or a 30.
Oh, absolutely. You can't, if you're going 33 miles an hour, you're going to get a ticket?
No,
you're not getting a ticket going 33
no.
miles an hour.
No, 33, 34, you're totally fine. 35, you start to be in a gray zone. 36, you're in speeding.
I'm saying in a 25 mile an hour zone. If you're going
At
33
30,
miles an hour,
no,
absolutely you're
I
not
know.
getting a ticket. It's ridiculous.
Let's say it's a 25 mile an hour zone. That's only because of a school. So you're in a 25 mile an hour zone.
No,
A
20 is
school,
a school
you're
zone
in-
usually. Yeah.
Yeah, 20.
Or you're in a really serious
If
downtown.
you're in a school zone and you're
Right.
going 25, you deserve a ticket.
Correct. So
An
at
active
25,
school zone.
Yes.
25 miles an hour, if you're going 30, you're in the gray zone. 31, you're in ticket territory.
That's insanity. That's not America. The place you're
that's
talking
not
about is
America.
Soviet Russia, and I don't live there. Okay,
Maybe that's why I don't get tickets.
But I will tell you this. Glenn's neighborhood. When we're driving through Glenn's neighborhood, first of all,
What?
nothing. Pat, when you're driving through Glenn's neighborhood,
first of all,
I want to know what happened. You're driving through Glenn's neighborhood.
yeah, he lives in Neverland, right? So his is all gated off. You can't get anywhere near those homes, and you can't see those homes from where you are on this street.
No, it's more important that when we can't see you.
That right, of course, it protects you guys from
seeing
us.
you.
Well,
Well,
when
when
the
you-
little people
You only want
drive
to see the
by.
poor people when you're peeing on them. As we
Yeah,
learned in the
exactly.
video.
Exactly. So on that side, there's nothing but a wall. On the other side, there's no homes. There's
there's
this
no
huge
homes.
field. There's no homes,
it's-
and it's a 4-lane
They're
to
cows.
each direction,
They're
right?
cows, yeah.
And you're coming off a 6-lane virtual freeway that heads to the freeway.
Yeah, it is really an amazing. It's the worst speed zone ever.
It's ridiculous
because it
that it's
feels
30
like it
miles
should
an
be
hour.
45 miles an hour.
It
easy.
should. It should be
Because
45.
it really is. I think in parts it's four lanes on each side.
Yeah, it is.
There's 3 definitely, but in parts of it there are 4 lanes on each side. So it's a 6 to 8 lane street.
And it's 30 miles
And
an
it's
hour.
30 miles an hour.
That's
miles an
intentional.
hour.
And there's nobody
I'm sorry, that's
on it.
intentional.
And everybody in our
nobody on
area
it.
complains about it because they all get
Everybody.
pulled over. I'm just the worst offender probably known to man.
But here's the thing. It's keeping my tax rate on my house, Pat, keeps my tax rate low.
Yeah.
because he's funding your entire
we're
community.
like, you see this car, pull him over. He's definitely speeding.
It's really bad, though, because it's raised my rates now because I've got so many points on my record.
This is why we have to have an intervention. How much did you say
I
you
think
paid?
we were paying like $350 every 6 months. Now it's $2,500 every 6 months.
$2,500.
Yeah.
You got a real issue, Pat.
That's a real issue. Yeah, and that's
what
why.
point? Seriously,
I just
at
threw
what-
myself on the mercy of the officer yesterday because he was
What's
nice
that
enough to
officer's
let me
name?
know.
I'm going to call him.
I don't know. I should have.
You should
gotten
be
it.
arrested.
I should have by now. I
At
should.
what point do
have
they
him over
arrest
for
you?
dinner.
Seriously. I'd
Well-
love to know. I'd love to know from a cop. If we can get a cop on the phone, at what point do they arrest Pat?
Or at least take your license from you, because I don't think they'd arrest you, but they'd take your license. And when he got the
in
call
my
from the
neighborhood, they can
dispatch,
arrest you.
when he got the call from the dispatcher, I thought he was going to do that because he said 6 times since July. I thought, oh no, he's going to take my license. They're going to tow my car. What? And he just kind of said, okay, I'm going to give you a warning this time. But I mean, here's how bad it is in that area. I got off the freeway and pulled up to the traffic light, and you know the line that you have to stop at?
Yeah.
In some places, it would be like a crosswalk. There's no crosswalk there because people don't walk across an area when you're just getting onto the freeway. But that line, my tires were on it. I got pulled over for having my tires on that line about 2 months ago.
You are being profiled.
See, that's ridiculous, isn't it? That's bull crap.
Oh, total crap. I mean, it does seem you've described several of these tickets to me, and I would say about half of them are complete bull crap.
Wearing your seatbelt, but the wrong way, bull crap.
Bull crap.
Having your tires on the line, bull crap.
41 and a 30, bull crap.
What are the other ones? I should only have 3.
Do you have any legitimate ones? Like, what's your best one?
My best one's probably, I think, 48 and a 30. Now, that's
48
legitimate.
30, okay,
that's legitimate. Mm-hmm.
Isn't 20 miles over the speed limit it enters a new category?
They double it, I think.
Yeah, now 14 is completely fine in my book.
But 18 is like that's starting to be
18,
serious.
Anything over 14, it's a legitimate pullover. And this is how I think of it this way. A lot of people think of it, I'm going significantly over the speed limit, therefore I should be pulled over. No. Think of it from the cop's perspective. You're on the side of the road, and some guy comes by at 11 miles an hour over the speed limit, 12 miles an hour over the speed limit. Just wait, 30 seconds, and you're going to get somebody who's going much faster over the speed limit. You could pull them over. You should be able to, as a cop, you're seeing so many people pass by. You wait 10 minutes, you're going to get somebody who's going, 50 and a 30, and then you can pull them over. Why pull over the person who's obviously driving in a road like this where it's completely sensible to be driving that speed? They're not being reckless in any way.
Right.
Because
the speed limit is just stupid.
They're trying to keep my home tax rates down by funding them on the backs of PATH.
And you know guys wouldn't even miss it if they raised your tax rates. You wouldn't even know because you have so much money over there.
I tell you, we're working on that. Somebody's trying to do a theory on that. We have not Ocean's 11, but almost Ocean's 11 happening in our neighborhood.
Yeah, you got some serious crime going on.
7 robberies.
It's weird.
7 robberies in our neighborhood. 7.
I don't understand how that's
July.
happening. How is that happening?
Yeah. It's not nearly as charming, by the way, as Ocean's 11 as when people are breaking into your actual house.
Yeah.
It's like, the casino, they're ripping those evil rich people off. Bastards.
Yeah. These guys they're in there for like 2 days. Some of them have been in there for 2 days. Like 2 days in a house for 2 days.
So what are the people on vacation?
The people will go on vacation or they go out for the holidays. Every holiday that happens, somebody's house is robbed, and sometimes more than one. And they'll go in like this last one. They'll go in and they came in a security van and talked their way through the gates. Now, how do you do that? Talk their way through the gates and say, "Yeah, we're here for John's Alarm Company, and we're here to see." That guy in that big house over there. That house looks great.
The one that looks really wealthy.
Like it's got lots of stuff in it.
Okay, go ahead.
And so they go in and they got in, then they talked their way to this person has a housekeeper who is there at the house, and she doesn't speak a lot of English. And so they talked their way into the house. They pretended they were doing stuff on the alarm. I guess disabled the alarm and everything else. Then came back the next day I'm not kidding you, with jackhammers. And jackhammered the safe and stuff out of their house. And they just put it up on a dolly and took it out into the van and like, all right, see you later now. Bye-bye. It's crazy.
Wow.
These aren't people who are hey man, let's go break a window. These are serious dudes.
This is another problem, though. The Obama tax policy would help because then you wouldn't have as much possessions and people wouldn't need to break into your house.
It's exactly what I was. That's yes,
good point.
That's what I was saying.
If he takes his money, the thieves can't get it. If Obama just comes around and he takes it before you even get it, you can't buy anything with it, and then the thieves won't come.
There was a town meeting. There was a little town,
community
meeting the other day, and Tanya and I, because I didn't go, my back was out, and so we have armed security on the premises 24 hours a day, and so one of the guys was sitting in the back, and they were like, everybody was talking. They're like, hey, guys, have you seen what the Becks are doing? See what the Becks are doing? Because we have laid, I'm not kidding you, 21 miles of cabling just for the cameras on the outside of the house. And it is like, it's a fortress. It's a fortress.
But that's not just because of what's going on.
No, it's not because of that.
You need to.
Yeah, we unfortunately have other issues.
But it wouldn't be a bad idea in this neighborhood with what's going on.
No, they're like, some of our neighbors, Tanya will talk to them and they'll be, I just like to leave my front door open.
What?
Well, hello?
I wouldn't do that.
I don't suggest
anywhere.
you do that. You don't leave your front door open. You're living in a major city.
I wouldn't do
not
that in Pocatello, Idaho.
No, I don't
understand
about
that.
No way.
Oh, same thing happened to a relative of mine who lives in a middle of nowhere in Connecticut, and they used to leave their doors open all the time, and then one day they came back and half their crap was missing.
Yeah,
and it's like
you just can't do it anymore. Anywhere
anymore.
You
That's
can't
over.
do it.
That era is over.
Those days are gone.
You got to lock your doors, especially. I mean, if you're not there, I mean, you got to lock your doors, and then at night you got to lock your doors.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, a lot of people will still keep their doors maybe unlocked when they're home. But even that, I mean, I tell my wife all the time, it's like, make sure that thing's locked even when you're home. Yeah, I mean, you don't know what some crazy person's just going to run in there.
We have our dog trainers coming back this weekend. So the security, because I'm up in New York, and Tanya's like, when you're traveling and stuff, people know that you're leaving. I'm like, yeah, call the dog trainers. Make sure the security is out training in the big, huge bite suits this weekend in the front yard. Because we have Ella who will take you. She's trained to take you down by the neck.
Nice.
Victor used to be trained to take you down by the arm and like, hey, you look at me. And then we got serious. Ella takes you down by the neck. You're not really getting up from these guys. When we bought Ella and they came and you train with Ella for a week. The guy who like trains with Ella is like, okay, can we not train with her anymore? Like, he took the bite suit off. His arms are all just black and blue. He's like, I think she's going to be fine now.
She's a serious dog.
She's a serious dog. And then, the best thing you can do, because the world's going to change, best thing you can do is get a serious dog. A serious dog.
Yeah, I got 2 pugs, yeah.
A serious dog.
We're not talking about a giant rat.
Not like some bizarre Barbara Bush in miniature.
No.
He's got like Barbara Bush and Winston Churchill
eyes bugging out of their head
in one dog, and just a little miniature dog. It's like, if Barbara Bush, Winston Churchill had a dog child, what would it look like? A Stu's dog.
I will say, you open that door, the first 5 to 6 seconds are terrifying because she's going to run really fast at you, and then she's going to get bored and go back to sleep. But those 5 seconds,
your dog is,
terrifying.
I always feel bad for pugs and bulldogs. I love bulldogs and pugs, and I look at them, but you look at them after like a while, and you're just like, I'm going to euthanize you. I got it. Because they're like
just too ugly.
They do have problems like that.
They have a problem breathing all the time, and it's like, you're tired, aren't you? You're tired. It's just like, I'm just trying to breathe.
I like having pugs around because of that, because they're the only animals that seem less in shape than I am. Like
I never thought of that. Taking a bulldog for a walk would make me feel good.
Yeah, seriously, they need to like collapse. You're not even at the end of the road
You'd
yet.
both be on the porch when you got home. I take Victor and Ella for a walk, and they're both like, come on, let's go, come on, let's go. And you're like, okay, halfway through, you're like, okay, I'm just going to unleash you, just run for a while. You take a bulldog for a walk. Oh, it'd be great. You'll both be on the front porch going, I can't go any farther. I'd like to go down the stairs, but I think the front porch is far enough.
No, seriously, in multiple occasions, I have taken our dogs for walks, particularly in the summer, and one of them is a black pug, and it tracks the heat. And on the way back, I've had to pick up the dog and walk him the last quarter mile because he looks like he's gonna die, and I can't let this dog just collapse at my feet on the leash and drag him home. I got to do something here, and I always pick him up. You got to save him.
Euthanize them.
No. I don't think that's
or
the
you
answer.
Don't take him for a walk. What kind of cruel guy are you taking him for a walk so far that they're like, I can't.
It's like a walk to like the mailbox. I mean, he should be able to handle that, but then I learned that he doesn't. He can't. Poor little guy. He just can't.
All right.